Jonathan, welcome to WP-Tonic, episode 25.
Amazing. Amazing that we got there, Bill.
Yep, it's good, a quarter, and we're getting better every day, and we're going
Yeah,
into more detail.
I think we are, but it's amazing that we haven't killed. We've bitched so much on these shows, don't we, Bill?
We need more drama.
More drama?
Yeah.
God, I've always, you've always attempted to kill me with your judo moves, and I've bitched away, and I.
Yeah. Anyway,
but we love one another.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And we're at today. This is the second episode of the journey for the WordPress membership plugin. So last week we talked about three great plugins. I think it was Paid Membership Pro, Restricted Content Pro, and Membership Press. And I asked you, which do you think is the best? And you wouldn't tell me. You said you're going to wait till the last show.
Yes, all right, Bill. Yes, the
drama builds.
The drama builds. You need us. Are you going to put a sound effect?
So two more. We will. We have two more shows. I will put a sound effect in there, and we have two more shows till I found out. And the reason why, I am building a membership site, so I'll have to wait for that last site. I've got right now my membership site. All it has is a password on it to a page. So anyway, we'll get there.
There we go.
All right, drive on. So what are we going to cover tonight?
Well, I thought we did a really good show last show, and I was really looking forward to this show because we got another three fantastic WordPress membership plugins to talk about. I was just reflecting on the previous show. The consumer, the WordPress user, they've got some fantastic plugins to choose from in this particular area. It really does show the tremendous breadth and strength of WordPress in this particular area because you've got such quality choices. So I'm going to start off tonight with one called Magic Members. Right, Bill?
Okay, Magic Members. And I know we're going to talk about WishList members, the same in iThemes, right? iThemes Exchange?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So we're going to go with Magic
I'm ready to listen.
It's not a plugin that I've used myself. But I've extensively looked at the reviews and I've been looking at the website and I've delved into it, and it's such an impressive plugin. The gateway providers that they support, it would be easier to list the ones that they don't support rather than list all the ones that they do. It's an endless list. So if you're utilizing one of the less popular gateway providers and you want to stick with it, this is definitely a plugin, and it does all the other things that we talked about, like multiple membership levels. It integrates with S3 Amazon if you're storing digital downloads and you're using S3 Amazon. It does control subscription length. It does unlimited coupon creation. That's one of the things with some of the ones that I talked about last week. They have coupon creation, but it's limited. But this, it's custom widgets. It's got inbuilt down. The features just go on and on, Bill.
Okay. I'm looking at the website, magicmembers.com.
The price is, it's not the cheapest, but you get what I was tempted to say you get what you pay for, but when it comes to this, that's not actually true because, like I say, there's Paid Membership Pro. I've used it. I love it. And you don't pay anything for that. But this is a pretty impressive plugin, Magic Membership. But like I say, it's not the cheapest. A single license is $97. And then a free user pack is $197. And the unlimited support, but you have to buy support on top of that, which is unlimited support, but you pay yearly and you have to pay another $207.
I didn't see that, but I did see the free 99 value unlimited magic kicker, whatever that is.
I didn't see that. So their pricing structure is a little bit, you have to read it and really, work out which suits you, which price level. And like I say, it's not one of the cheaper ones.
Yeah.
And it, you know, I- if I needed some of, um, no, I tell a lie. I think I've done one website about a year and a half ago with this plugin, but it was for a client that was utilizing a very unusual gateway provider, and this was the only plugin that supported them, and it was fine. It was really quite a slick plugin, right?
Right. I like their website too, nice and clean.
It is, and um, they've got plenty of information, nice support center. Um, it's a tough one for our viewers, our listeners, because you just got so many quality plugins, WordPress plugins in this area, Bill.
Right. I would think it'd be a tough area to make a lot of money. I know everyone uses a lot of membership, but I mean, not everyone who has a WordPress site has a membership site. There's a lot of people in podcasting who don't even have close to have membership sites.
It does seem to be which is great for the consumer, but there really does seem to be a lot of competition in this
Yeah,
area, Bill.
there are. It's an important area. You don't need a lot of them.
Well, you have got, we're just touching eight, but like I
Right.
say at the beginning, I think there's over 25.
Good plugins.
Yeah,
and
of
sites.
different types.
Okay.
So we go on to the next one, which is WishList Member. I've used WishList Member a few times. It's one of the oldest established membership plugins on the market. You could say it was the granddaddy of them. It's been it was one of the first commercial WordPress plugins that did memberships, and it's a great plugin. It does almost as many, it supports as many of the gateway providers as Magic Member. I don't quite think it as many, but almost. And it has a list of functionality almost as long as Magic Members. And they've been working on this plugin for over 4 to 5 years. So the code base has been rewritten. It's very stable. There's lots of tutorials and resources out there. It's very powerful, and it provides a lot of option screens. There's just option screen after option screen after option screen, and they offer you a load of micro customization through option screens. So you can do some amazing setups without actually being a hardcore programmer. But it also can get really quite complicated about how to set it up. um, One of the great things is because it's been out quite a long, there's a lot of third-party plugins. I'll give you an example. About 9 months ago, I had a client come to me, and they wanted a membership functionality, and they wanted to integrate it with a forum plugin. And the one we chose was Simple Press, which is free, but you have to buy some paid micro plugins which they provide, and one of them integrated with WishList. It was the only membership plugin that they offered integration with, and that's why I went to utilize WishList. Like I say, it's a great plugin, Bill. Again, it's not one of the cheaper ones. A single license will cost you 97, and then you go all the way up if you want a multi-site license to almost $300, Bill. So if you want to build more than one website, it's not ridiculous money, but it's serious change, isn't it?
Right. And they got Lewis Howes as a little testimonial here.
Yeah, yeah, There's a
He's one of
lot.
the big guys.
There's a lot of professional podcasts, web membership websites
Yep.
running with this plugin, Bill, and I totally understand why, because um, I think it's getting more difficult for them, not because it's a bad plugin in any shape or form. It's just the volume of competition they're facing.
Yep.
It's really brutal in this particular area, which is great for the WordPress users, though, isn't it, Bill?
Right. Right. By the way, just FYI, Infusionsoft, they want $70 a month for their membership service, basically, for if you want to
Oh,
have.
thanks for bringing it up, Bill, because I didn't point out the two plugins which we've just talked about actually work with Infusionsoft.
Right, without paying them $70.
These two
Yep.
plugins will work with Infusionsoft software, where I'm not sure about the first two that we. I think with Membership Pro, um, they offer a micro plugin. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they offer a micro plugin. I think it's a free one that works with Infusionsoft.
Right.
The other two, I can't remember without looking at my notes, Bill. But I know these two that we talked, the first two that we talked about this evening, they both, like Magic members and WishList members, support Infusion.
Right. So driving on to iThemes Exchange.
Yeah, this is
Sale going on right now, 35% off.
yeah, it's a good offer. Um, this is a pretty impressive setup. I've used some of their plugins and some of their themes, but not recently. And I don't know, it's something to do with me, Bill. I have a tendency to forget about them, but they're very popular. They're backup buddy. Um, they also do the leading security plugin. Um, they've got some major plugins that are very popular, but for some reason they're off my radar, and I quite don't know why. But it's a very respected plugin theme shop, and they're built. What they've done really is Exchange is their e-commerce system, and they've gone down the same model as WooCommerce. They provide the exchange for free, like you can download WooCommerce for free, and they make their money by support and also offering a load of additional functionality through micro plugins that bolt into Exchange. And their e-commerce system seems really good. Um, their problem is WooCommerce, because WooCommerce kind of dominates the WordPress ecosystem now. It's become the £100 gorilla of the £300 gorilla of the market. But their e-commerce. Um, so what they do is they provide a very large micro plugin called Membership, which bolts into Exchange Bill.
Okay, I see. So you have to have Exchange then.
You got to have Exchange, which you get for free, which you can download for free,
Yeah.
and then you buy Membership, and it's pretty impressive what you get with this plugin. It works. It works pretty seamless with Exchange. So you get, if you're selling membership and then you're selling physical product as well, this really is something you should look at.
So
And
it's for e-commerce, but is it a theme or a plugin Exchange?
it's a plugin
Oh, it's
which
okay. Got you.
well, that's what WooCommerce is, isn't it? It's a plugin. And they provide themes. You can get a theme from them that's been designed to work, optimized to work, but it will work with most commercially well coded themes. You always get that. You always get that derider that there's the odd theme where it won't work. That's just WordPress, so you do have to check. You know, um, but it's both products are really impressive, Bill. They they offer this. You have to pay for. There's a certain level of documentation that comes free, and then if you want a higher level support, you do have to pay for it. And then they have a number, quite a number. It doesn't match up with WooCommerce, but it's growing of my paid micro um, plugins. But the basic pricing is
Uh,
it's two sites at 97, unlimited sites 150, and then they got this Pro Pack All Exchange add. So you're getting all the exchange kind of microprocessors for 197, and there's a big list of one. I don't. They also got third party providers, and I don't think you're getting that in the pack. You're just getting all the micro plugins that come from my themes, right?
all right.
But but it is really impressive. I've had a good look at it, and there's been some really great reviews, and they have sung its praises. And I understand why they're so enthusiastic about it, Bill, because um, it's but it's the price. The price. If you're just looking for a basic membership site and you're just going to use PayPal or Stripe, I think the two that we talked about at the last week, which is one of my favourites, which is Paid Membership Pro and Pippin Williams Restricted Content Pro. If you're flexible with the gateway provider, and there's not some key bit of functionality in the list of 10 that we spoke about, you probably could start off really well with those two, which are two of the more cheaper solutions of what we're talking about. But like I say, if you need e-commerce and you're looking for a pretty slick solution, I would definitely look at the iThemes, Bill.
Yeah, iThemes. It looks like it does a lot, though. I mean, it looks like it's a lot to it. I don't know if it's the easiest. Tonight, of the three we spoke about, which do you think is the easiest to grasp to use?
Right, yeah, I think you're right about that. I think you're spot on. It's not the easiest. But I say that some people, there's some really great video tutorials on the internet, and it doesn't look that complicated.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I see where you're coming from. I don't think WishList members is the most easiest either, and that's because it just offers a lot of functionality and it has a lot of option screens, and you really do have to read the supporting material. Um, I think of those three, I think Magic Members is probably the easiest, Bill. Um, it has quite intuitive.
Yeah,
It
Magic
has the
Members. It has a nice even look on its website.
Yeah, it's got a nice. It's very similar to the ease. It it utilizes it kind of imposes its own UR design inside WordPress. It doesn't. It has its own kind of icons, but what they've done is still pretty slick. And that you can tell that a lot of money and programming time has been spent on the interface design, Bill, and it's pretty. I think the last one we spoke about last week, Members Press and Magic Members, both you can tell that a lot of money, a lot of time have gone into both, but they've got very similar price levels. They're not the cheapest plugins of what we're talking about, Bill.
Right, right, right. Hey, you know what I don't see on here though on this Magic Members? I was looking back at Magic Members. I don't see stripes.
I, yeah, I didn't notice that. Thanks for
You know,
thank,
Stripe. Yes, and I thought we could finish up today talking a little bit about PayPal and stripes.
yeah, right.
Everyone uses PayPal. That was the first.
Well, yeah, to some degree.
But stripes, how does stripes compare to PayPal? Do you think it's easier?
Well, it was funny enough. I was listening. I was listening to the last podcast. You know, we list other people's podcasts on our website,
Right.
Bill. We're very generous, aren't we?
Yep. That's
And
the whole business about that.
we try and be members of the community. And I was listening to the last podcast of Pippin Williamson, and he was talking about the just updated one of his plugins, and he was saying that they found a tremendous bug in PayPal, and it was
Really?
when you utilize as a developer when you're using PayPal's API system, if something doesn't work, you get I think it's a 2010 requests back or a 200 requests back that tells you that the request that you've sent out has been declined, and their plugin system they don't always honour the return, the failed. They basically it was supplying false positives, and it drove him and his developer crew semi crazy. And that's my experience of PayPal. It's just if you're really having to go into that API system, I wouldn't do it anymore because I haven't done it for a while.
I use Stripe's. I mean, I use PayPal's buttons on a couple of sites, and they work fine, but they're not integrated with the API.
The basic
APA.
The basic functionality is pretty rock solid. It's when you want, if I was doing serious development, I really wouldn't want to use PayPal. I just really want to use Stripe, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
But there's I can't remember unless I looked at my previous work. But just going by my memory, Stripe has its restrictions. Everything's pretty well documented, but there's some things that could be important for a membership owner of a membership website, which Stripe won't let you do, and that's why you've got to look at some of these other gateway providers, Bill.
Okay. Well, my daughter just walked in, and we're over 20 minutes.
Yeah.
She brought my dinner, which is nice.
What service, Bill?
And she's talking to me while we're on show. You want to say something, Kaylee? No, she doesn't want to. Sure, come on, introduce yourself. She says no. Okay. Give me a couple minutes. 14-year-old daughter, freshman in high school. It could be college.
Oh, that's great.
So what a way to finish. Yes.
Yeah, so I'd like to just quickly say what we're going to cover next week. We're going to cover, I'm going to spend a fair whack of time talking about the big gorilla in membership, and which is WooCommerce, and their Woo e-commerce, and they provide a plugin system that allows you to do membership, and a lot of people use their system, and they've got some other plugins. So that, just talking about that, and then I'm going to just do a roundup, and then if we had the music, Bill, I will try and choose some winners from this.
Very good. Well, put some good sound in.
This group of thoroughbreds, Bill.
Hey, FYI, it's Super Bowl weekend.
Yep.
You got a choice?
I'm totally uninterested.
I know. Let me tell I'm Patriots.
I'm into soccer, Bill.
I know, Patriots, big weekend, but I'll be over in Sacramento with a gymnastics event for my daughters. And so we're doing this early. We're doing this 29th. It'll be up on Sunday night. And then our next one past that will be on the 8th, which we should do on the 8th. And we'll put it up that night. That'll be our final of the 3 until we get our guest on to talk about.
Yeah, I have done a bit of outreach. They're not being most. I have to do a little bit more tonight and find some victim that we can talk to, Bill.
If not, we'll have to bring somebody on who's got a site somewhere, and we'll let them talk. Well, Anyway, we went a little over tonight, but have a good Super Bowl weekend and whatever you're going to do. And by the way, Jonathan, have a nice date tomorrow. Friday night. We couldn't do it on Friday night because Jonathan's got a date. He's always taking a date. He has more dates than anybody I know.
I've got a nice date.
That's good. Yeah.
I'm quite enthusiastic. I'm sure she won't.
Well, I hope you're still enthusiastic next week.
Right.
All right, Jonathan, good night.